What's the matter, Katie? Tell me your problems. Well, anyway, this out here is sort of an experiment. We had the chickens here with all these wood chips down, and they just pretty much scratched and ate everything. And we decided to plant corn out in the middle of it. And the corn is now tasseling, and I'm starting to see some silks here and there. There's also some green beans planted in between the corns. At least two of the three sisters out here. There are random sunflowers coming up in the middle of this. There is random Swiss chard, random kale. This out here is the next batch of corn. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 10 blocks out here. And that looks like some mustard greens. And I see sunflower out here. I see a couple different kinds of kale. I see some daikon radish. And I see some Swiss chard. I see some beets. This is just all random stuff. It's a lot of the mix that I grow from microgreens. I throw it out to the chickens every week after I harvest. And they pretty much eat it and scratch it in. And it just starts randomly coming up out here in the middle of all this. So the plan is just to neglect it this year and just see how it does. You can see the spot back there where they are. I'm getting ready to move them again. And that spot, I'm planning on throwing in a bunch more corn. I know it's kind of shaded and the yields are probably going to be low. But, you know, we're just going to see how it works. So that's basically what's going on out here in the corn patch. Once we move the chickens, I have another big pile. That big pile of weeds back there. Underneath that is a bunch of composted horse manure. So I'm probably going to move that pile and put the chicken pen around it. And then I got wood chips, more wood chips along the back of the property there. So I'll put that horse manure and those wood chips and I'll mix them up and I'll let the chickens work the spot for maybe another 2 months. So maybe about July, middle of July, I'm gonna plant some fall crops in there. I'm thinking maybe some squashes, acorn type squashes, and maybe some pumpkin. Hopefully it'll be ready before the end of October. But that's what's going on, man. This is just kind of random stuff out here. And if we walk over to the back to Eden Garden, this is where we just piled all those wood chips that we got earlier this year. And you can see I got a bunch of okra coming up here. I got these kind of sad looking tomatoes. I need to put some irrigation in here. Probably put some down. But those tomatoes over there started out looking like these tomatoes over here. So I have hope for them. And this row right here, those two rows were planted first. And I kind of staggered the seeding. Then I did this third row. So you can see this third row is looking pretty good. I think it looks better on this end than it does down the far end. I think maybe got a little bit better soil over here. And then these two rows, I will probably be planting some eggplant in between them here at some point. Then we have a couple rows of squash. Or actually this is gray zucchini, yellow squash. The tomatoes, they're looking pretty good. We got a row of strawberries. These are a lot of work. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing those again. And then we have cucumbers. And they're getting tall enough now. I need to come out. Probably my job tomorrow is going to be to put these twines up so that they can trellis up. And hopefully we'll be having some cucumbers by next month. But that's the garden plot. The peppers over here are just kind of doing amazing. We've got a bunch of jalapenos, and you can see we got some good blossoms, and we got some jalapenos on there, and they're coming along pretty good. We've got some sweet bananas, and then we've got, I think we harvested all of those. Yeah, I don't see any on any of them. Then we've got some red lunchbox. These are the smaller of the ones we have. The red ones are the smallest peppers. And we got a bunch of those. And we come down and we got some yellow lunchbox. Just waiting for those guys to turn. You see a bunch on that plant. And then down on the end here, we got some orange lunchbox. And these plants are getting loaded too. Our strawberries in the wicking bed are doing well. You can see we got some strawberries ready to harvest, ready to go under there. They're doing pretty good. Some random tomatoes here in another fabric pot that my wife just kind of threw in. So all in all, we have 80 pepper plants. And I'm getting kind of excited about that. Now this is the main aquaponics system here. We just harvested a bunch of lettuce Friday for markets this weekend. The stuff here that's left was kind of a little small. I will harvest that tomorrow, and that'll be for us for the week. And then I will rinse these rafts off, move them down to the end down there, and slide everything down this way and replant them. And in 3 weeks, the stuff I plant down there will look like this, and then 1 more week, this stuff here is going to be ready to harvest. This stuff here is 2 weeks old. Well, I say 2 weeks old. It's been out in this system for 2 weeks. They actually grow indoors for 3 weeks. And then I have the newest ones down here. And it looks like we had some pretty heavy winds this week, and so it looks like we lost a few of the seedlings. But I have a few extras indoors that I'll be replacing those with. And if we look in the backyard here, we got a couple satsuma trees, and they are actually loaded with fruit. We have a pomegranate shrub over there that's doing good, and the ducks are back here. Ducks are all pretty happy. And dogs sitting there guarding the ducks. But that's kind of what's going on at the farm right now. Greenhouse over there, we got a bunch of stuff in there too. But I just figured I'd do a quick update so y'all can see what's going on out here. I'm getting really excited. Looks like we're going to start having some tomatoes to take to market here pretty soon and add to the mix, but I'm really excited about my peppers. I'm hoping we do as well this year with these peppers as we did last year. Anyway, any questions, comments, go ahead. I will answer as many of them as I can. Have a great day, y'all.